you got to talk one more thing. If you shut up, I come. I just saw somebody said amen. Somebody said amen over in that section over there. Bless the Lord. So what I try to do, right, Barack? What I try to do is I try to use my pastoral, my man of God, and I say, you know what? The reason you don't understand, I talk because I'm a minister, and maybe if you started talking a little bit more, the Lord will bring your gifts out or something to happen. You just need, and I tried to bullet because what I'm trying to do is make her me, not appreciating her for who she is. So I would do that. Time would pass, and I'd say, why don't you do this? She said, and she would simply say, because I am not you. And I would say, why don't you do this like this? And she would say, because I am not you. We just went through a whole dinner. You said nothing. Why don't you? Because I am not you. And I wasn't getting it. I didn't understand what that meant. What you mean you're not me? Until one day God showed me a revelation. And I said, I got it. I know what's going on. She's not me. Oh, man. Like lightning bolt. I was like, wow, that person is not me. And there's differences in the kingdom. See, and I say that to say, because when you look at Mary and Martha, you tend to ask the question, well, who's better? Which one is better? Because two things is going on here. Martha is doing a work, duty, the duty that is due to the Lord. When you read the story, sometimes it can almost come off as harsh, like, yeah, Lord, why didn't you tell our sister to get up and help her sister? She got to do all the housework, cooking for 13 people. Clean something, you just sitting there. Come on. But instead, Jesus said the other sister chose the better, because the other sister, she was different. She didn't show love by what she did. She showed love. She was more people-focused. So she would be the one in the relationship who would always sit and listen. She would receive from what you're saying. She would probably be there to give great advice and talk. She was more into the person. And sometimes you can think a person loves you by how into you they are, because of how much they show it that way. Some people don't like that type of love. They say, I don't care how much you tell me. If you love me, you're going to show it. And some people say the opposite. They say, I don't care how much you buy from me. I need you to say it. So there's two different ways. And it's two different people right here. You got one who shows it, and one who shows it by what she does, and the other one who shows it by simply coming and saying, I'm listening. Now, where did Martha go wrong? Why such a rebuke? Now, Martha was very angry. Let me show you. Martha was angry. When she came out, she knew who Jesus was. She knew who he was. She came out and she said, come help me, girl. And Mary said, not now. I'm listening to Jesus. Come help me. You know when you're trying to be nice to the guests. Come on. And you want your house. This was her thing. You know what I'm saying? Martha excelled in showing how much she loved you because she could hook the house up. So you can know when somebody appreciates you when they invite you over or they invite you someplace. And if somebody said, hey, I want to show you how much I appreciate you. Come on over. I want you to come to dinner. And then they take you to someplace where roach crawling over your food. Like, what, you don't like roach food? What, you too good? You sitting there like, man. But if you walked into a place that is totally expensive and out of your league, you're like, wow. In your mind, if you're like me, you start thinking, am I sure they're going to pay? You know, in your mind, but you walk into something nice, then you say, wow, this person really appreciates me because they went all out. Well, guess what? That's how she was. Martha was like that. I'm going to go all out. I'm going to hook the house up. It's going to be right. I'm inviting Jesus to dinner. So Jesus shows up. And her help is not helping. She's sitting out there with the guests. It's like me and my wife, right? Thank God for her. Without her, I'd be lost. I'm like a guy. When the game is on, in my mind, I don't care what I'm doing today. I just know at 8 o'clock I'm in front of a TV or whatever. So somebody would approach me and say, yo, what you doing tonight, Rich? I'm like, you know what I'm doing. The game, kid. We got to watch LeBron do his thing. It's going down. And then they be like, well, yeah, so where you watching? Man, y'all know y'all can come through. My house is your house, man. Let's watch the game. And we would pull off and everybody be headed to my house. And my wife would say, where'd all these people go? Y'all know what I'm talking about? And I would say, what you mean? We gonna watch the game. But my wife is like Martha because she wants the house to be presentable for any guest. Any woman who lives in a house would always want a house to be presentable when she, come on, talk to me, I'm wrong? Amen. But in my mind, I'm like, we guys, yo, I know them. You know, sometimes like, I don't got to clean for Ruel. It's Ruel. Why I got to clean for him? He don't clean for me, right? But that's how men think, right? Y'all know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then she say, no, you can't just, the house has to be right. Has to be presentable. And so I'd say, all right, cool. So when you get home, just clean it up real quick. And then she look at me and say, wait a minute. Whose guests are those? They mine. But you know, we all friends in the Lord. She said, no, they're your guests. You got to do it. And I could imagine sometimes the anger that I bring to my wife when you know what I'm saying, that communication. So I could only imagine when Martha has invited Jesus and she's looking to make everything right for Jesus. And she look outside, she's sweating, the turkey's burning, she's cleaning, and her sister is sitting there enjoying gaffing, talking away. So she comes out. You could tell she was angry. And you know how I know she's angry? I'm going to show you what she did. She said, Mary, come help me. Mary said, no. She turned to Jesus and said, Jesus, don't you see all this work? You know you're mad when you start to tell the guests how much you got to go through to prepare for the guests. When you turn to the guests, you don't even understand. Listen, Jesus, you see all the work I'm doing back there? Don't you think you should tell her get up? She began to rebuke Jesus. And Jesus said, no, Martha, you got it wrong. You got it wrong. Because she's chosen what's better. So the question is, well, why? Why is what she does better? And I found the answer here. Martha was trying to please God by giving him something that was of value to her, not him. She was trying to play. Now let me explain it this way, right? I love football. But my wife, on the other hand, I'm always trying, and I got to use my wife a lot because it's a relationship issue here. Amen? But my wife, on the other hand, she's not into sports like that. All she really cares about is the final game maybe, and she'll watch that. So, you know, when I sit and watch football games with my wife, I'd scream, and she'd say, oh, yeah, okay. Now I'm supposed to scream? Don't talk about Marcy? Marcy laughs. Just thinking you do this too. Like, oh, they won? Okay, great. Hey, love you, honey. Good. Your team won. Now, imagine I say to my wife now, I want to do something to show her how much I love her. So I said, you know what I'm going to do? The Giants is playing the Jets this year. Oh, I'm going to show her how much I love her. I'm going to buy tickets for her to see the Giants and Jets play. We're going to buy front row right behind the coach. So I go and I order the tickets. I go pick up the tickets and I'm excited because I'm showing my wife how much I love her. So I come in the house excited with the tickets in the back pocket and I'm like, babe, come here. I got something for you, girl. It's all about you. You know I love you, right? And she's like, wow, what is it? Something that he bought for me that I would like? That's going to be pleasing to me, to show me that he loves me. And I'm like, yes, babe, I'm going to show you how much I love you. Bam, we're going to watch the Giants. And she looks and she says,